that Memphis.
All right, y'all. All right, we're open. We're in. It's me, Dark Riddler. With we have a buddy of ours in chat. Ooh, y'all probably can't hear me. Hold on. I always forget about this microphone here. You know.
I got a question though. How you gonna have a bear den talks with Disbearity? You are
Well,
Disbearity.
well, yeah, because y'all are having it with me with this spirit.
Shouldn't it be with
You
the
know,
person you have
you know,
as on here with you, sir?
you know. You're right though. You're right. We'll go ahead and change that then. Miss y'all complaining.
No, don't change it. Now people already see. Everybody already see it now. I don't exist. Y'all, I'm just here, y'all. Don't worry about it. I'm just here watching.
Who's seen it? Who has seen it? There's probably barely anyone in the chat.
Hey man, I know Twitch chat.
From his chat, I see at least about three people already. See, they already know. See.
Yeah, see, and there's 3 people. Me, you, and Disparity.
No, the 3 in the chat.
Yeah, and those are the 3 people in his chat. Me, you, and Disparity.
Shit, I mean, dude, hey, in my defense, man, it's been like 30 years the last stream on Twitch, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like this, because, you know, and I'm going to get into that part, too. So, you know, we're gonna get into that part. All right, there you go. It's going... All right, there you go right there. It's been changed. Man,
Can I just say this? I just find it funny how for the past 2 weeks, everybody won't be in a conversations with him.
I mean, you already planned that, but hey, everybody...
Everybody want to talk to me. It's cool though.
All right, let me sit back. Let me relax here. We get, put my, finish out. So, I mean, what's up, everybody? This is what we call... We're not really going to call it debate. It's just conversation, really, between me and Dark Riddler. And it's going to be about content creation as a whole. I'm talking about everything. We're going to tackle a lot of stuff tonight because things got to be told. Like, people got to hear the truth, and the truth of the matter is, and some people might not want to hear it, but they're going to have to, though. Okay? So where should we kick it off at? How should we kick this off?
Let's start with the very beginning, man. Content creating in itself.
Okay, content creation in itself. People when it comes to content creation, what they see it as is what they see it as money making. They see it as it's a replacement for their job. I see people come and go. I see people literally quit their full-time jobs to try to stream for a year and then come back and have to say, "Well, I gotta refine another job now because it's not making me money or anything of the sort." So, a lot of people when they come to content creation, they just don't plan. When I started this, I didn't hear about Twitch or anything of the sort up until like 2013, 2014. I didn't start streaming until 2014, but I came into Twitch around 2013. I was like, this is pretty. It's pretty crazy, because it's a whole new atmosphere. You like just seeing other people having fun, chatting and stuff. It felt great, right? It really did back in the day. Streaming was new, and so over the years, a lot of things has changed. So y'all know Twitch started out as what Justin TV basically, and then Twitch broke off Justin TV and made the identity of Twitch. Back in when I first started here, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I didn't have a plan whatsoever. I was like, I'm just gonna stream, and I'm gonna have fun with it, right? Because there's always that dotted line that people always, when they first get into the whole game and stuff. There's that line where I always say there's like three different types of streamers, right? There's always gonna be 3 different types. You got the person that wants to make it. You got the person that wants to say that that's a hobbyist, and then you have that third person that always says, I don't care about making money. I want to do it for the fun of it. But then at the end of the day, guess what? you should already know the answer to it. They look at their stats and they secretly want to grow. I'm gonna show y'all this real quick. Let me see if I can find it. I should have had this up already, but it's something that like a dude who I currently recently started watching a bit. He brought up something here. I'm gonna read y'all something, and it's very, very true. And that hit at home because people I've been saying this already for half a year. People keep saying, "Well, Disbearity, you on this Twitch hating mode?" It's like, no, I'm not hating on Twitch. I've been. It's like I don't know how many times I gotta repeat myself and say that I love Twitch as a platform. I love it for what it is because it's that's how we started. That's where I started for the past 8-9 years. But eventually, you got to understand that at least in this day and age, you're not going anywhere. You're just wasting your time because time is a precious thing that you're never going to get back at the end of the day.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
And so you really got to think like, what are you like? Where do you see yourself in the next couple of years? That's where you have to ask yourself. And not a lot of people don't do that. They really don't do that because they just want to hop in here and they want to be. I want to be ninja. I want to be famous. And it's not that easy. Trust me. People they really think that content creation, whether it's on YouTube, whether it's on Twitch or whatever platform you are, they think that it's easy, and it's not. It's really not. Okay, so I found here, and I'm gonna show you guys this from. I'm gonna post this in chat for y'all. By the way, I'm gonna post this in chat. Okay, so this is the dude who I recently started watching. His name is Roberto. Okay, you might have to scroll up in the conversation real quick because I think Twitter maybe got the second half of the conversation. I'll post it again just in case. So anywho, it goes. He says this right here. There is nothing wrong with doing YouTube or Twitch, whatever you platform you're on, as a hobby. If it's a hobby, then have fun as a priority. There is no reason to be frustrated with the lack of growth if you're doing it for fun. The issue is people say they are doing it for fun and a hobby while secretly desperately desiring it to be a career that gives them a great lifestyle and frees them from an ordinary job. That right there is key because people, they always want to look at Twitch as I want to become famous and I don't want to go further in life or further my career. You can have a 9-to-5 job while doing Twitch. You can do that, but they don't want to. They want to just fully jump out of the gate and just do it. And hey, if that's what you want to do with content creation, if you want to go the full 100, then do it. Have a plan. The key to be happy as a creator is to be honest with yourself. And again, not a lot of people are honest with themselves. They're not. They really aren't. And you're honest about what you want from it. Careers can be fun, but having fun is a priority of a career, success milestones, and a good income are. Careers demand that you be constant and disciplined and do things that you always don't like, to do things you don't always feel like sometimes. If it's a career, you're making videos that people will want to watch or who don't people that don't know you. If it's a hobby, you're making what you want and are grateful for whoever pays attention. I'm sorry. And if it's a career, you have to justify the effort to income ratio. And if it's a hobby, you can put spare money and time into it, but can't do it at the expense of anything else in your life. Make YouTube or whatever platform you're on and being a creator right size for your life. Start by being honest what you want and currently have room for. If it's a career, you may not have room for other hobbies, not until you go out full time and eliminate your current employment. If it's a hobby, don't suck the fun out of it and making it a second job. And like he's been saying in that statement there, people, again, it's that third group of people that just want to sit there and try and just secretly want to become famous. They want to be that next ninja, but the nature of live streaming or just content creation in general, it's changed so many over the years drastically. The game has definitely changed from when we first started. When we first started, what did we have back then? We had nothing, y'all. We had what? OBS Classic, XSplit, which you have to pay for if you wanted to pay for it. What else did we have? We barely had donation stuff, notifications. We didn't have nothing back then, back in 2014, and 2016. And that's the craziness about it, We didn't have all that, and people don't understand that. And so let's go ahead and skip down to today's society of content creation. I'm not gonna go into the whole Black Twitter part of it because that's already been run down 30 times over.
Yeah, can we not do that?
Yeah, we're not doing that. Yeah, because I'm over that. I'm over that stuff. So the generality is that first thing that people don't understand is what, at least this day and age, what platform is going to be the best platform for you and your self growth? What matters for you at the end of the day? I always tell people that when it comes to Twitch, Twitch is the best platform for the live content. If you want to just purely live stream, go ahead. But you got to keep in mind that this Twitch, to me, as of right now in this day and age, is the short term. It's a short, because you want to get on here, you want to become successful real quickly, but you have no substance. Because if you just come on here and just stream every day, what else are you doing differently? When you really think about this, what kind of value are you giving to people at the end of the day, other than just coming out here and say, "Well, guys, I'm playing Pokemon right now." What is going to bring a person to your channel? What makes you special? In my time of growth, I end up having 2,500 and 56 followers right now, right? When my time coming up, I was mainly known as the Fallout guy. I'm a big Fallout fan. I played that game many, many times. People know me for that. I had a good amount of growth. But the thing is, that growth stops when you stop. Okay? And you might ask, well, what do you mean by when you stop? Well, I had to sit down and I had to sit back and work. Okay? And, I needed money. You can't stream. Everyone says you can't stream for free. It's the truth of the matter. You can't. Because how are you going to pay your bills when you don't have a job, you're not working too much, Now, if you have a spouse or somebody that can support you on the other half of things, then that's cool, that's great. That's if they want to really do that. But especially if you're a man, you can't sit there and let a female pay for your bills. So I'm gonna be honest with you, because that's if you want to, but in reality here, you have to do what you got to do, right? And so, again, Twitch, good site. But you have to have. I had many, many friends over the years that I've known. They came and went, and guess what? I lost contact with them. What I mean, I lost contact with them. So you'll contact them a couple times over, and they'll be like, "Well, I quit streaming because X, Y, and Z. I'm not having any growth. I'm not going anywhere. Even though they had some pretty solid communities, it's just not. They're just, they feel like they're just wasting time. And at least in this day and age, that's honestly the sad truth. Is that after my 8 years, I realized this. I'm like, damn, this is why I actually decided to. This is why I switch. When I switch over, I'll get to that later, though. I'm just like, damn, I really wasted a good amount of 8 years of my life, trying to purely live stream. When I look at my Twitch stats over the years, it's just like, wow, you streamed over 900 hours for the year 2020 or year 2017, 2018, stuff like that. I'm just like, do you know how much I prioritize streaming over real life? And when some people might say, you should go be touching grass and stuff, and it's true. If you guys have any thoughts that you want to throw in, go ahead and throw it on in. But that's how it was for me. I was like, what could I do? I'm like, damn, I missed a lot of family stuff. I miss things I could just personally do, and know that that's my fault for doing that. And when I see a lot of people stream, I'm like, damn, why is this person streaming for 5 hours? What are you getting out of 5 hours? And out of this day and age with Twitch, at least, there's so many streamers out there. There's over 20 million to 30 million streamers out there right now. For real. And when it comes to personal growth on this platform, there's just not enough viewership to go around. And a lot of people don't realize that. And when you constantly try to stream, when you stream for 8 hours, you gain a follower or two, maybe 3, and then the question is, will they ever come back to enjoy the content that you like, or are they only coming for that whatever game that you're playing currently, or whatever that you're doing currently? A lot of people recently, people like Amarath, Devin Nash, Harris Heller, I know you guys probably know who those people are. They always recently came out and said that when it comes to streaming or content creation in general, you gotta, at least in this day and age, you gotta branch out. You gotta get out there, because if all you're doing is just doing the same thing over and over again, then you're pretty much wasting your life away. For the most part, and that they always say and I know y'all be hearing a lot of stories about what Twitch has been up to. Twitch, these past 5 years, haven't really been great. I'm sorry to say they haven't been great. I mean, I've been saying it for quite a while that it's like an abusive relationship where this site can say, "Oh, I'm gonna take more money from you," or "I'm gonna do this," or "I'm gonna do that," and people they defend it like it's the end all be all. And that's what I'm just a very confused person about how people are like defending the site that can take half your money or that can let bots go around to say, there were bots going around saying hateful things to people. Some people could take it, some people couldn't. And I mean, they eventually fixed the. It's actually, let's say this: it took the community it took somebody to create a couple bots to defend it, to fight against bots, if I recall. I think what was that bot called? Siri bot that someone had to create that you have to get into your stream or whatever.
Oh yeah.
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 Yeah. And so that it shouldn't take that. It shouldn't take that where a person can do it within a couple of days when it takes Twitch months to get things done. And I'm not saying that, like, again, Twitch isn't a bad website per se for just just live streaming and stuff, but people just got to really think, what are you in this for? What are you doing? What is going to make you happy? Like, why do you want to be a content creator? I mean, people say, I heard some people say, well, I do it because it looks fun. I mean, then do it that way. Do it because it's fun to you. But don't secretly just think that you want to become famous just because you thought you saw Ninja get a bang shot in Fortnite or so or whatever. Because I've seen some people try to become the Fortnite people, and guess what? They quit. I had a lot of good friends that did that. They quit because it's just not content creation in general. The mental health of it is crazy, y'all. I'm gonna be real with y'all. That this shit drains on the mind. You know how many people not believe what I'm gonna say here. Y'all, I know y'all probably ever heard what a streaming depression is, right? Have anybody ever heard that term here?
Yeah, I have.
So if y'all don't know what a streaming depression is, for those that don't, it's where it's where you look at your numbers when you're content or you're streaming or doing whatever. You look at your numbers and you see yourself improving, right? You'll say you improve for like a week or 2 weeks or a month or something like that. It's like you see your numbers climbing, you're growing and stuff. But then eventually you hit that down point where your numbers start to fall. You go back to like your original numbers or even lower than that, and you're just like, what did I do? Am I a terrible person? Am I a terrible streamer? Did I offend somebody? What did I do in order to not have this growth anymore? And that I gone through that at least about 3 or 4 times in my life in my streaming, like 8 years of streaming. Because I always say, I always get depressed. Like, man, I'm a failed streamer. I'm a failed content creator. I don't know what to do. I'm just, I just, it just happens, and stuff. You just want to quit. Luckily, though, I have some friends of mine who would tell me, like, Disbearity, you're a good guy. You're a good streamer. You get things out of your head. Things happen. And, eventually, yes, you do get out of that. But at least today in 2022, I'm like, I can't keep going back. It's a revolving cycle, and that cycle has to stop somewhere. It really does have to stop. And like what Retro said in chat, there, 3 to 5 plan, then a 5 to 10-year plan. Exactly. Like, I really agree with that because you have to have a plan, at least in this day and age. And the majority of the time, the only way to grow, like officially, is through drama. Drama is a big thing because people feed on what they feed on the negativity, on a lot of whatever kind of negativity it is. They see this person getting mad at this person, and then guess what happens? The drama, they'll feast on that. And do you want to be a drama-nated person? Does anybody here want to be based on if you're trying to grow legitly, y'all want to be based on drama? That's all people know you for. And so when it comes to that as well, then of course, Twitch with the pay cuts, then you have options. Basically, you have options, and I'm sorry to tell you this, like, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard to say this, but the majority of content creators out here are just terrible. Even myself. And you might say, well, Disbearity, well, I'm not terrible. You really have to think on what I mean by that. And I'm going to explain you why. Is that you have people that come out here that think that they're going to just grow, become famous, do what they got to do. And I've seen you have people out there that say I'm gonna spend 5 to 10 grand. I'm gonna spend 5 to 10 grand on my PC, my setup and stuff, and then that's just gonna make me famous. That's not the case. That is not the case. It's all about your personality. I like, in my personal opinion, people come there for you for the personality, but they stay for the work that you do. You know, that's what people come to you by. And so when you have people out there, like a lot of people are lazy. Especially, research says that, and I want to give you all the figures on this, but you could probably see it for yourself. And that the research says that a lot of millennials and a lot of Gen Z people that are out here right now, they don't want to work. They want to be able to work because they don't want to put effort into what they want to do. Just because you stream, that's cool. But if you're a person that's trying to grow, like, where are these people? Where are you trying to get found at? Basically, like, that's what I'm trying to say. How, like, let's make an example here. Who's a good example? Let's go to Ninja, because he's the most easiest example. The man played with Drake. He was already up there, but the man played with Drake. And now he's even further. The dude started to realize, well, I'm gonna capitalize on this growth. How can he? Okay, he has his own personal YouTube channel. He made some sponsorship deals. He's putting in the work, or his wife is, whoever manages his stuff, is putting in the work. Now we don't have that. We don't have that luxury as smaller content creators, so we have to do that all ourselves. And so people don't know how to do that. So what it makes, like, I heard so many people tell me, like, as of like this past year, I want to do YouTube, but I don't know what to do, so I'm not going to do it. But then they go on Twitter and they sit there and complain and say, well, with their Twitter fingers, well, guys, I'm not growing because X, Y, and Z, blah, 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 blah. No one wants to watch me, this, that, and the third. And then, you get so many people from social media that'll be, oh my gosh, I sympathize with you. I understand. I'm gonna like your tweet. I'm gonna like this. I'm gonna follow you. And it's a never-ending circle. Like, honestly. You have any input on this, Riddler?
Yeah, I was just letting you talk, man. Okay.
Oh, go ahead.
So, I'll tell you my nice little interesting content creating story. Funny thing is, met a woman named Susan about, I probably known her probably about 8-9 years now. Still talk to her to this very day, playing League of Legends and all that. Like, alright, I want to try this. Seems alright. At the time, I was just streaming what everybody else was playing, everything else, for a couple of years. Didn't enjoy it. So I got up, like, you know what? Let's start streaming stuff I actually like. That might actually make me look like when I'm actually doing it, I'm actually having fun. Started doing that. Then came along, I found Twitter. I'm blaming Angelic Scars for that. And it's just that simple. The whole game changed. That's when it was like, I'm like, damn, this is a whole new landscape now. Okay. I don't need to go into my track record. I have one. I lived with it. I'm fine with it. It is what it is. We're not going to get into all that. So, but within said track record, I've actually managed. I was very transparent about goals I had. Up until even today, I've managed to pull off every single last one of them. Been remotely transparent about that. Depending on who you are, of course. But if it's one thing I learned about content creating, and I will say this till I'm blue in the face, stream what you want, do what you want, and do not go by streamer etiquette.
Yeah.
What you do with your channel is you. Like, I can't stress that enough. I made a comment yesterday regarding something else, but I'm not bringing that up on here. But
Yeah.
if I knew now and I knew the type of people back then that I know now, I would have, for the most part, threw all the other stuff out the window, and I would have just stuck solely to one particular thing that I seem to be enjoy doing, which is using my voice to motivate you, meaning literally you, and several other people. And I would have been perfectly fine with that. I could have just did that. Let that be my content. It is what it is. I'm saying this for the first time ever, second time. But I can still do it now. Yeah. But now I got a whole list of things I'm also doing too. But I've also come to realize that, and we had this talk the other day,
Yeah.
in which why I moved a lot of my stuff over was for the pure fact that I actually looked at numbers. And I don't do that.
Yeah.
Anybody with a brain knows I don't do that. Who know me know I don't care about numbers. I've been very vocal about that and everything else. And I have to do what I got to do for me.
Yeah.
My content, my sanity, what I enjoy doing, and what other people enjoy me doing. Because I can tell you right now, one thing is making 50 different posts, arguing with almost 100 people on Twitter every day.
Oh yeah.
I can tell you that now.
Oh yeah.
So, and the thing is like, anybody knows me, I've been very vocal about this. I overwhelm myself. I got 4 things going right now. I mean, at the same time, the question is like, and when you bring up streamer depression, it's like, sometimes you really ask yourself, like, do people actually see that?
Mm-hmm.
Better question, do people actually care? And that's why I can understand LG, a lot of his statements too. Because I actually I get it.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you really ask yourself that, do people actually care?
Mm-hmm.
Or even if they say it, do they actually do? Or are they just saying it because you've put out XYZ tweet out there and all of that? Because
Honestly.
we see that happen all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And my thing is, and this is why I get on y'all. One, because I know what y'all want to do. 2, you're trying. 3, I have in my head, if I don't think anybody would.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all get pissed off at me and everything else about it. You be alright. But I really do feel like that I just don't think, and I don't see it for myself either. People just are not willing to sit there and tell you, hey, I see what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
That goes a long way to somebody, believe it or not. And if I really could just sit here and base my content creating on that, I would probably would do it.
Yeah.
But that's not an everyday thing. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And between that, my voice acting and everything else, I'm good now. I'm actually enjoying myself every day. Yeah, there's a
That's
couple
what's up.
things I could handle that I need to handle, but not everything is exactly in my hands. But I know what I can control and what I can do. Sometimes it get frustrating, but hey, I'm doing it.
That's what's up. I'm gonna add on. I'm gonna add on to that for you. Like
Mm-hmm.
part of my story was for a lot of people that don't even know this is that between the years of like let's say 2019 and 20 let's say until now basically until when I moved over to YouTube and stuff, I actually personally I wasn't happy. And what I mean by happy is that when it comes to when it comes to at least growth on Twitch, at least on this platform, you know, you have to pick and choose what you want and what's going to keep you to grow. And I wasn't the type of person I wanted to do that. There was actually one point where this was back in 2019 ish because I think this is when around the time I met my friend Steve Shay. Or that time, I was actually going to quit streaming and quit gaming altogether because I wasn't happy on on Twitch at least. You have to the things I like to do. As y'all know, I love strategy games. I love RPG games. I love doing those kind of games. But then it got to a point where I sat there. I was like, okay, what is going to help me grow? What's going to help me with the viewership? What's going to help me do certain things? And I just didn't like that for myself, and that was making me unhappy. And that unhappiness basically shows because when you're putting out a live show, a lot of people will make you seem like, well, you got to be all cupcakes and rainbows and sugary kisses and stuff, with balancing positivity and all that in order to have this type of growth. And trust me, don't listen to what people say on Twitter. That's just out of the water. And I'm a hop on that a little bit too. And so one of my reasons on why I decided to move over to YouTube is that it gave this big lift off my shoulders where I can do what I want and play what I want without having to sit there and dread me being live just to get one person to come in and say hi or the one person to come in and say how's it going or X, Y, and Z. I can sit there and be like, I can play my strategy games and have fun and actually enjoy myself. Even Riddler said it the other day when I forgot what game was I playing. Riddler was like, "Damn, Spirit, you actually are enjoying yourself." No, you have it's Warhammer Chaos game.
Mm-hmm.
I love Warhammer, and I was having fun. He's like, "Man, Disbearity, you were really enjoying yourself." It's like, yes. Would I probably got the same thing on Twitch? Maybe, maybe not. But the case is that at least on a platform like Twitch, you have to play what's popular. If you don't play what's popular, then if you can, you can't find a niche or whatever. You can play that. Let's say you're playing the games, something like Civilization. You can play that game every single day, and then you might get an audience on that. But for me, I don't like sitting there doing this. I'm actually I envy that people can actually sit there and do that and play the same game every single day or whatever. But I couldn't enjoy myself as a person like that, and so I wasn't happy. And so now today, and as of when I moved over to a different platform, I became more happy with myself because I'm actually able to do things. Hey, I've been going. Let me tell you, I've been actually focusing on I created a schedule for myself. I've been going walking every day for about 30 minutes to an hour every single day, back and forth. I've been learning new skills for editing. I'm pretty much about to start studying for becoming A+ certified for when I take this test. It's gonna cost me some money, but when I take this test, I have certification for IT. There are things that I could have done when I was between my I'm about to be turning 30 this year. I gotta you gotta have a plan, you know. And so I could have started doing this stuff way back in 2020, back when I was 21 years old, getting all this together instead of just purely live streaming. And as a lot of you guys probably don't know, I actually started out as a YouTuber before I became a streamer. Some things happened, as in, AKA, I accidentally deleted my YouTube channel, which I actually had a pretty good amount of growth on that channel. I was actually about close to getting 1,000. I was at 700 subscribers back then. But anywho, that's besides the point. Once after I deleted my channel accident, that put me into like, well, I don't want to rebuild, so I'm just going to live stream. And like I said, when I thought about it, I missed a lot of opportunities in my life because I sat there and thought that I was actually going to, become further, or because if y'all don't know, content creation it's a game. It's like 90% luck, 10% effort. And for some people, it's 5%. It's even less than 10%. It's like 2% effort because they think that one day big streamer or big person on Twitter or whatever is going to follow me and they're going to get me famous or something like that. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. But you might be wasting years of your time or your life. And I'm gonna head on to the Twitter side of things. Whatever advice that people give on that site, don't ever listen to them. It's terrible advice because it's terrible advice for the most part because of the fact that they're trying to bring themselves up and they don't really care. And really touched on that. Do people actually care? That's the question here. Do people really care? How how many friends I made over the time, and how I try to keep up. Well, go ahead.
Let me say this though, in regards to that comment though. Mm-hmm. Keep in mind, let me say this for the record. I'm a person who's about action, not words. Yeah. So that matters a lot. So keep that in mind when I said that. Because there's, and I tell this to anybody, you can tell me anything you want, but I'm going to sit there and I'm going to see if you're actually doing it. That's how I personally know I can support a Disbearity. I can support a LG. I can support a Ataki. I get on Taki almost once a month. If I ain't seen nothing from him, what's the problem? I just want that to be out there because some people sit there and say, well, anybody can say you can't. I know that. Trust me. Trust me.
And dude, I'm the same way. Like if I'm like fun fact, I actually lost a friend because I cared. What I mean by that is, now I'm a person. When I see potential in people. I'm kind of similar way with you. I see potential in people. I want to see them grow. I want to see them become successful. I want to see them get to higher places. Okay, Jay. I ain't gonna lie. I'm using my boy Sabas Jay as an example. He might hate me for it, but I see a lot of potential in him and what he can do because he doubts himself a lot. But I'm gonna keep pushing him to get where he needs to go because I know that he can do it. It's always good to have somebody that can encourage you because we live in a world where a lot of people like to procrastinate. A lot of people like to say, well, I'm gonna do this, but I'm not gonna do it, or I'm waiting till the last minute to do this. And I'm the same way, and it's hard to break out of that. It really is. But if you have a support system, to help you get to where you need to go, then you can do it. I lost a friend because I would try to push him to get better. He will say, well, I'm not going anywhere because I'm on Twitch, this, that. Well, I'll tell him dude, you got this. Just start working on your YouTube and stuff. Start doing this. And guess what? He got pissed off at me for trying to push him, try to get him to where he needs to go. And it's like I got tired of hearing people say the same thing where, well, why am I not growing? What am I doing? What is it? Well, I already told you what you need to, because I actually have a friend of mine who even told me like Disbearity. Let me tell you something new. He told me straight, he's like, Disbearity, you're better at helping people than helping yourself. And I'm like, it's true. It really is true. And I guess that's how I am as a person now, personality wise, and if I'm trying to tell you something, then you should take that advice and go with it. It seems so weird to me that people are always willing to take advice from a bigger streamer or a bigger person, take advice from a person that's there trying to help you. Because these people out there, they're not worried about you right now. They're worried about doing what they need to do. I'm trying to tell you that you can do better. You can go further in life. But they'll say, well, thank you, Disbearity. I'm not going to do it until this person says otherwise. I'm just like, well, then why am I wasting my breath and trying to encourage you to do better? And people on, you got people that are on here that listen to people folks on Twitter folks on Twitter aren't. I'm gonna be honest with you. I see so many people on Twitter, like with action, there's actions and words. Like Riddler was saying. So many people say, "Dude, I support you 150%," but where are your where are your actions though? And don't get me wrong. Out of 8 years, I heard this excuse so many times where people are like, "Well, I got a life, I got time, I got things to do, I got this, that, and the third." I heard that so many times, so many times. It's just insane.
Yeah.
It's just insane.
And that ain't
It's
even
like
just content creating.
Yeah, it's like I get it. We all have real life. I get it. I really do. But it doesn't take. It takes less than 5 minutes to go to somebody. Let's say go to Save Us, or go to Retrolax Stream, or go there and go this and say, "Hey, how's it going, bro? I might be doing work right now, or I might be making dinner for the family and stuff. But I just want to come by and say hi. I might keep you on lurk mode, I might not, but I'm gonna go do what I gotta do. But I just want to come by and say that I care. And guess what? A lot of people they don't want to do that. That's too hard. It's really too hard. And like I said, trust me, I get it. Go ahead, really.
That's a whole another subject in it itself.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get what's so hard about that, and I will never get what's so hard about that. If I want to message somebody right now at random and sit there and say, "Hey, look here," in case didn't nobody tell you, "Hey, look here, you're doing all right. I'm proud of you." Mm-hmm. I'm gonna do that. It takes take 3 seconds. I don't care what the hell I'm doing. I could be sitting there doing a project. Somebody come up in my head. Let me at least say something to them.
Yeah. And I tell people all the time, like, man, and I'll be honest, I'm telling people all the time, I'm getting better at it because another reason why I left the platform of Twitch because I got into drama with somebody about a couple years ago, and after I got into drama with this person, that made me made me want to be distant. When I mean by distance, I didn't want to chat really in people's streams that much anymore. I don't like doing that, And just to give a quick 411, long story short, the dude was like, I'm not supporting him enough. I'm not doing this enough. I'm stealing his viewers just by being there, supporting him. I'm not commenting back enough. And at that point in time, that just made me not want to talk to, like, basically make new friends and make new streamer friends and stuff. Like, honestly, that was very discouraging for somebody that you were to watch every day tell you that you're stealing his viewers or because their viewers are in your stream talking or and stuff like that. I'm like, well, isn't that the point of what they call networking? And let me tell you, networking, I'm tired of that word. I'm tired of that word. Networking doesn't mean shit. That's just that's what people used back then to try to get people to do it's basically like another version of follow. It's yeah. I hate it. Now what people should do. Oh well, of course, Jake. I got to steal your viewers, man. I got to. But it comes like the thing that people got to understand is that there's networking, making friends, and there's collaborating. Okay. And I actually recently made a video on this where people doing what I would call fake supporting. The whole fake supporting is where people would like sit there and say that, of course they'll be all up on Twitter and shit saying that they it's easy to like a tweet, retweet a tweets or whatever, but they don't actually want to come by. Let me tell you what I mean by fake supporting. If you really know somebody that supports your stream,
it ain't even got to be the stream. Wait, hold on. Let me stop you right there. It could be anything, boss. Hold on. Let me stop you right there.
You're right. So you know what? Matter of fact, let's go with anything. Okay. Let's say this. Let's say you were at a party, right? And actually, well, I'm gonna keep it just strictly for streaming at this point. But Riddler is right. It could be for anything. Okay. Let's say you did a live stream. Or a video or whatever, right? And you got lots of views, you did well, stuff, everything, all sorts of things, right? But then you go into your friend's stream or whoever's stream that they say they support you and stuff, right? Though and you know how people this is how you catch people. I'm gonna be honest, this is how you catch people. They'll be like, hey guys, look at it's this person here. Give them a follow, go subscribe, no, give them a shout out, right? But here's the thing: there's a difference between shouting out and actually supporting somebody. Shouting out doesn't mean shit. You can just say, hey, go follow Retrolag. Just go follow him. Okay? When you shout out somebody, let me tell y'all, if you were actually there to support them, you would say something like, I was in Retrolag's stream last week. He was actually, matter of fact, I was watching Retrolag's and Dark Ruler's podcast last week, y'all. They had a conversation about blah blah blah. That conversation was insane, was great. Y'all should definitely go check them out and go check out that video. That's how you. Now, if they can't give you a blatant statement about what's been currently, at least in the past month, but people again, they use that as an excuse to say, well, as long as they think I'm supporting them, then they can come support me. It's like a back and forth.
I'm gonna be real with you, and I'm gonna chime in on that. That actually, the way you just put that does make a big ass difference. No joke. Yeah. You is right about that. Like, for real. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, from my point of view, I don't mind who lurks in my streams. More to come back. You want to talk, you want to talk. You want to chill, you want to chill. It's all good with me. You want to talk about something, you want to talk about something. I've said this 1,000,000 times. I will stop playing whatever I'm playing and sit there and listen to you. You know what I'm really concerned with? 2 things.
Go ahead.
I'd rather everybody I know support what I'm doing outside of content creating. Vita, my voice acting, my progress I'm making in life. Streaming ain't forever, man.
It's not.
If I decided to quit streaming today and just do just do YouTube, just do Pornhub, it is what it is. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Facts.
I'd rather get encouragement because of my voice acting stuff I've been doing. I'd rather get encouragement because I've been put into games. I'd rather get encouragement about that. You know what I mean? Yeah, I play what I play. I play, like right now I'm playing Elden Ring. First time ever. Dark Souls-like game. You know what I mean? I get it. But at the end of the day, what are you supporting? Shouldn't you be supporting my goals? Which I have personally stated and have been doing. Now I can see if I wasn't doing them, then that's a totally old another subject. But still, because I would be the same way. Totally. You see the difference?
Mm-hmm. And so that's what people just don't understand. And another thing that I want to touch upon too is that I'm tired of this, and I don't want the community make the decisions for you. What I mean by this is that a lot of people, I get it, building a community, that's what everyone wants to do when it comes to content creation and streaming. I get it. But don't let them dictate the way how you roll. Let me tell y'all something. When I just make the decision to leave from YouTube to Twitch, or I'm sorry, from Twitch to YouTube, my apologies. I knew for a fact already that not everybody's gonna come. They're not gonna come, with me. I understand that. I really, really do. But I'm not gonna sit there and let them stop my progression or my growth or my next chapter. I have to do it for me. If I, like I said, when I moved over, I learned a lot of new things. I learned a lot of new tricks. Like really just said, live streaming is not my main focus. I can make videos or for YouTube and Odyssey or whatever, upload them at the same time, do whatever, and I have more free time to actually put value back into my life. But a lot of the community members or people, they don't understand that because they want to say, well, if you're moving over, then fuck you. Then that's what they say. They don't want to say it, but that's what they're saying. Fuck you, because I don't want to support you like that anymore. Because people, they keep this mindset that, again, whatever website is the end all be all. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter for Twitch or YouTube, Odyssey, whatever, Trovo. It's that one website is the end all be all. No, it's not. Especially now in the terms of like Twitch is right now. That's why I've been saying, as I always say, Twitch is the best website for live streaming. It is. But is it the best website for you? That's the question that needs to be answered. And a lot of people, this website can abuse the fuck out of you. They can take your money away. They can force to put more ads on your channel. There's drama involved. There's politicalness involved. I mean, everything that you go through is political these days. But one thing about Twitch is that they've been pandering a lot. You say something that's not aligned with they're aligned with, then they'll attack. You'll get attacked, and that's the case. And this is why I see like there's a lot of people that don't like. There's a big reason, y'all, by the way, why a lot of these big content creators that you guys hear all the time, while they're moving away from Twitch to YouTube, is what Riddler and Retro is saying in the chat right now. Streaming is not forever. These people, the reason why they move is because they're looking for better and different opportunities to where, once again, they can make a YouTube video and call it a day, but then also they can look for other business deals to help further where they want to be at. And a lot of people don't understand that. When a website orders you to stream for 150 hours a month, especially, let's say if Twitch maybe stream for 150 hours a month, then that's burning. That's tiring. That's gonna burn me out. That's gonna really hurt me mentally. And so there's a reason why a lot of these people that they don't understand that they're moving away because they want more free time. They want more things to do. Dr. Lupo said that he wanted more free time with his family. And family's a big. To a lot of people, family's a big thing. There are people, there are people out there that would rather stream than be with their wife and kids. Literally,
that is very true.
There's been plenty of stories out there.
That's very true. For real.
And so, like, you have to really make the decision for yourself. Like, if you're working a 9 to 5 every single day, I always tell people like, if you don't, as long like, let's say, example for me at least, I got a paying job, at home paying job. How I schedule myself is that work to Monday to Tuesdays. I make my videos. Wednesdays I edit them. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. If I feel like streaming through Thursday or Saturday, whatever, I'll stream. If not, I'll chill and I'll go do what I need to do throughout life. It's like Saturday. I can go swimming on Saturday. I could stream or I can go swimming. I might just chose to go swimming. And actually, and Jay, that is the truth. That's exactly what it is. That's a couple of those people who signed over. They actually specifically said that Twitch wanted them to work wanted them to stream between 125 to 150 hours. That's a month. Okay, and I don't know why people are even trying to go for Twitch partner to begin with, because at the end of the day, they don't give a rat's ass about you. And you can do whatever Twitch partners can do as affiliates. You just got to plan out what are you doing this for? What are you trying to get out of it? And so, there's a lot of factors that go into this, but people just gotta know that what is your end goal? What is it? What is it? What are you trying to do? Like I said,
and
go ahead.
Let me chime on that very statement.
Go ahead.
That's why I personally listen to what a lot of people got to say. Because see, y'all will sit there and say that.
Mm-hmm.
So now, someone like me, who takes what people say very seriously, especially when they talking about themselves and what they want to do, I'm going to say, okay, I'm going to sit there and wait a bit. Let time pass, see what all you doing and everything else. That's going to tell me if you actually serious about it. I might say one thing, reminder, hey, how that's going? Simple as that. But the end game is I'm going to be like, okay, I'm going to see if this person actually going to do all of this stuff, or was they just spewing out nonsense? And I feel like that's one way for me. That tells me I can actually fuck with that person. Because I know that person, when they gonna say something, they gonna do it.
Yeah.
I can have that conversation with that kind of person. Because they've been there. They know what they needed to do. And I've chimed a little bit on this on the podcast to Sonic Buster. That's why I got a lot of respect for her. There's a couple others, but I ain't gonna go around her just name dropping everybody on this.
Yeah.
But that's really that speaks volumes to somebody like me who came from the kind of background that I came from, which you, literally you, Disparity, Retrolag, a couple others know about.
Yeah.
Because I know what I had to do. So of course, I'm gonna expect that out of people I want at that table. Anything less, you better have a good reason for why you ain't able to do it.
Mm-hmm. And that's why I say, like, you can't let people stop you from doing what you got to do. You need to, like, again, community. You might love your. I've seen so many people, like I said, just this past recently. I'm sorry to harp on Twitch one more time. They came out. I know y'all saw the rumors and stuff about partners getting less money. Things are happening. With Twitch and all that. I know y'all seen it. 100. I know y'all have. Okay. I see some people say, "Man, I wish I could move over to this website, into that website, and make moves, but I just can't because those websites they don't have what Twitch has." And this is what I talk about. God, this is like that. I forgot the name of the syndrome. I think it's Stockholm syndrome, where Twitch is the husband, and they beating on you every single day, but you keep going back to the site, and then people say like with that excuse, well, my community, I love them so much. Okay, if you and your community love each other so much, then your community will follow you no matter what platform you are going to, whatever that you do. They will follow you because that's who they are. That's who they support. If they support you in your dream and your goals, then they will follow you no matter what. Fuck what the website's doing. It's for you. Okay? If people don't want to follow you over, at the end of the day, will it hurt? Yes, it will hurt tremendously. Because it hurt me too when I did that. Because it's like, damn, I met so many friends. I've seen so many people, and guess what? They're like, well, Disparity, I'm sorry to say, fuck you, because you left this platform, which is what I only know, and I don't want to see your growth on any other platform. That's exactly what it comes down to. But you know what though? I can't let that stop from me. I can't let people stop me from doing what I have to do, because it's my next chapter and I have to improve. I can't sit there and go live and go and do the same thing every single day because I'm not improving. I can, like I said, I'm working to become A+ certified too, so I can learn how to become A+ certified networking X, Y, and Z, gain those skills, and I can come back and I can teach y'all a thing or two, maybe in a future video. Maybe I can learn some, things like that, And so that's what a lot of people don't understand is that you can make this whatever platform you're on the end all be all. But at the end of the day, you have to open up doors for yourself. And if these people don't want to support you, at the end of the day, you just gotta say fuck them. And if they want to come back into your life when you're starting to get somewhere, you know what you do? Ignore them. That's it. I recently had friends tell me, well, Disparity, you're not having, looks like you're not growing like you should on YouTube, and this is in my DMs too. I'm not gonna say who, I'm not gonna say what. You're not growing like you should, what you should have on YouTube. You should come back to Twitch. Well, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not. Like, I'm here trying to show you guys that you can make a difference being somewhere else without having to get abused by another website that doesn't give a fuck. At least, at least for me with YouTube and stuff, hell, they might have a censorship issue. I can deal with that. That's not a problem. What I want now, like, if you have, let's actually add on to that. If you have problems on YouTube, you can literally go on Twitter at YouTube, say, YouTube, I have a problem. They'll get back at you in 2.5 seconds. You get banned on Twitch, you might see your account gone for 2 weeks. Just because. And so that's the insanity of it, is that if you're a person that's just looking to make a difference and grow who you are as a person, then you need to take that step and make that change. Like like example, I recently, and I'm proud of Jay for my friend Jay for this, is that he recently made a Patreon. I feel. By the way, Twitch, as let's say, we're going back in circles again now. What I mean by this is that we're going back in circles. With like when it comes to monetary stuff too. So it was like back then we had nothing. Twitch gave us something. Now we're going back to what we're going to because we're not getting the monetary gains that we want because this website or platform is taking like half our cut. Even they're not doing the damn thing, but like once again, people are liking that, and I'm proud that like people like Jay, myself, and I think whoever else is out there they need to start hopping on. You start learning about this too. This is called passive income. Okay, you start learning about this. You want that what that means is that you want to start making income from whatever source that you can, whether it's you writing a book, it's you making graphic work, if you making music beats, if you're doing voice acting or whatever, called passive income. A lot of people they don't know what the meaning of that is, and so if a website like Twitch is taking like half your cut, let me tell you something. I'm making. I'll be honest with how much I'm making. I'm making about almost close to damn near $100 through Patreon. Okay, damn near. All right, that's only with 9 people subscribe to me. Versus Twitch, you need to have like at least 20, 30 subs to even hit that amount. And that's your own community people spending $5, $5, $10 out of their pocket, and only half that is going to you. The other half is going to the platform. Like. That's not people, and it's crazy that people are okay with making a living, making $100 a month or $50 or $100, $200 a month. They're okay with that. And I mean, if that's what they want to do in life, and be okay with making that much, that kind of currency, then that's on them. But that's part of the whole 5 to 10 year plan. How do you going to make passive income to sustain yourself? But a lot of people they don't know that either. So, And so, at the end of the day, folks, content creation, it's a challenge. And if you're trying to get into this, you really got to think on where you're going to go, get that plan in motion, and go with it. You just that's pretty much the way how it's going to go, basically. Because otherwise, we can go in circles about this entirety. But the question is, though, do you understand the message that we're giving today?
Your goal does not have to be partner. Let me say that for the record. It's people who stream for several reasons. It might not even get zero to even do with what they plan or anything like that. Some people just want to escape. Some people just want to meet new people. That's what you want to do it. I'll go lane partner. I listed all my goals.
Yeah.
I have no interest in partner. None. But you do what you're doing because you want to do it.
Yeah.
You ain't gotta. Your end all be all is what you make of it and what you want to do every time you decide to hit go live.
Yeah.
And what you want to do. It could be just for that day. Hell, I know plenty of people who only stream once every blue moon. I go check them out before I go check out partner streamers.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm not even joking. I'm dead serious.
And so, your dreams and you're like, if you want to start that new chapter, go for it, man. Like that's honestly what you go. Make what you want. Make what you want in life. Content creation will always be here. It's an ever revolving thing that it's going to be here for many years. But what I don't want to see people doing is wasting their time where they can be putting their effort into something else on the side instead of focusing on just this pure life of content creation. Learn from a person that's been that experience. That I've been streaming. I've been streaming for 8 years, y'all. A lot of people disregard it, what I have because you know why. You might say, well, Disbearity, you've been streaming for 8 years now. Why aren't you at the top level? Well, the thing is that when you're not constantly live all the time, you're not going to be growing. A lot of people, at least in recent years, have been using political nonsense to have growth. That's not me. A lot of people have been using their own race cars and stuff to grow. That's not me. I'm trying to be. Like I always say, I can be a positive person, but at the same time, I'm gonna be real with you. If you ain't acting right, you ain't acting right. If you want to have a conversation, discuss things, I will discuss things at the end of the day.
What's positive
But
is subjective, and I'll die on that mountain.
because there are people out there that are the most they say they're the most positive rainbows and kisses person out there, but behind the scenes, they're the most toxic people out there. The most toxic, and I consider myself an asshole. To keep that in mind, and I'll put that out there. I consider myself an asshole, but you got these people out there that will secretly try to down other people just to get them, just to deplatform them or do things like that. And this is why I say, like, I think Retro talked about this in our podcast today. That's why you got to kind of get out of everyone's business and kind of stay like an isolationist a little bit. You can still talk and hang with people. That's cool. You talk to your friends. Hang out with your friends and stuff. But at the end of the day, you got to focus on people, or just focus on people that has a plan that's going to go up. That's the only way things are going to happen. Is you going up.
Let me change. No, I'm gonna have to stop you on that. Focus on people that actually care about you.
No, I can agree with that. I can definitely agree about that. That's what you should do, because you can't. I used to focus on this person, that person, this person. But at the end of the day, have they ever came back and asked me, like, Disbearity, how are you doing today? What's going on, Disbearity? How's it going?
That one little part goes a long way. People fail to realize that. People are quick to sit there and try to cover up certain things with excuses, but that takes 2 seconds. 2. And I will admit, I forget sometimes too. Wow, it's not that hard to admit your own flaws, people.
It's not. It's a learning set. I talk. That's why, like, when I get a chance, I try to, don't worry about the non-supporters. Worry about those who are doing it. Exactly. Jay, I agree with that. I do. I try to catch up with people as much as I can, but it gets really rough when you try to go that 50. Like, people can't even give you 25% effort, but you try to go. Let's say you give them the 75%, but they can't give you the 25. You try to see how they're you try to see how they're doing, but then they don't want to give you a message back, and then eventually somehow out of the blue, when you actually are doing better for yourself, personally, whether the content creator or just personally, they want to come back in your life for something.
Oh, it's always after the fact. You didn't know. You gonna learn that real fast. Oh, everybody wants to jump after you. Either A done got mad, B done got upset, B done randomly disappeared. That's when everybody and their mama want to care about you then. Trust me. Yeah. I know. It's always after the fact. It's never when you actually need it.
Yeah. And that's why I appreciate the people who come by, especially Riddler always says this, like, how is it so hard, and let me tell you all this. I'm getting better at this myself, going by, talking to people, commenting on people's videos. I'm getting a lot better at that, because I used to be, especially now since I'm over on YouTube, it's not a lot. Some of the stuff is not just live. So, I actually got to sit there, I got to take the time, watch their work, see what things are going by, taking the time to comment. And that shows that, hey, this person actually is caring about the work that I'm doing. A lot of people don't want to do that until, it comes to that time where, Disbearity, I fucked off him when he was, when he moved to Twitch. And so now I see that he's become more successful now on YouTube.
Oh my God. Ooh. You just brought that up and I just remembered something. Oh my God. LG, I am so sorry. Wow. Go ahead, man. I just remembered something.
Yeah, that's good. That's fine. But it's all about just taking the time and taking the effort on doing that. That's what it comes down to. A lot of people, they don't want to do that until after the fact. They don't want to see your growth, but then they want to listen to what Hoo-Ha has to say. Actually, matter of fact, I was told this by someone. I'm not going to say his name. but I will say it is a he. We had a discussion about a couple months back about growth. Probably like last time we talked about like growth here. He was like making comparison to bigger content creators or bigger streamers and stuff. And this comparison was like, no, I don't do that pronoun shit. unless you really trying to get to know me or vice versa. No, we don't do that pronoun. At least for me, this is me personally. um, so we were talking about this Dead by Daylight streamer on how he told me this guy he's partnered, he's doing well for himself because he's playing Dead by Daylight. He's growing. I'm like, okay, here's the difference between growth. All right, if you want to become a variety streamer, your personality has to carry you to the top. It has to. If you're trying to become that single game streamer, you can have the worst personality. You don't have that personality. You just gotta sit there and just play the same game every single day. And as long as you're informative about what you're playing, people will watch you. I have to tell him, like, dude, this man he's up there because that's all. The only game he does play is Dead by Daylight. This man will get like 4,000 viewers playing Dead by Daylight. But hey, at the end of the day, when he decides, man, I want to take a break from playing Dead by Daylight and I want to play something like Dark Souls or Pokemon, people, they don't give a fuck at the end of the day. They'll leave him for the full day. He'll get up to like 900 viewers and then that's it. Next day he plays Dead by Daylight, he's back at the 4K. People, I'm like, that's the difference there is that the growth, streaming is not going to be there forever. You can ride that train for as long as you can, but eventually you got to pivot somewhere else. Now, this is why I will say this: Amarath. Everybody don't like Amarath because she uses her body, her assets to get what she wants and get what she needs for growth. But after watching a certain video from her, it made a lot of sense on the things that she does. People might hate on her for showing her a little bit of titties, a little bit of ass here and there. But hey, guess what? Though she has her end goal. She said her end goal is not content like being on Twitch all day every day, or whatever platform she wants to concentrate on. That's not her end goal. All right, her end goal is to pivot somewhere else to where it can passively make her income without her having to do anything anymore. She says she does the things that she does because she has her team that helps her out, that supports her. She also what her end goal is? Y'all know what her end goal is? That's what she said. To build an animal shelter to help dogs and just animals in general, bruh. That's her end goal. She has a goal. That's what she wants to hit. She recently dropped from. I think she said she dropped from making $20 million. Like she was making $20 million on just OnlyFans alone, y'all. And she dropped that site. That's not. She has. She has plans. She's trying to work on changing her image. And a lot of people don't understand the word pivot. They think about the short term of things, but they don't think about the long term. Where can you go at the long term of this? That's why I say like, quit fucking around with the networking code and start collaborating with people. Start getting to know people. You want to really get to know people. Start talking to them. The old streamer tool to tell you to network with people to help you grow. Networking ain't shit. Because at the end of the day, you'll get people who get jealous of what you're doing, or you get jealous of what they're doing, and then it becomes a big clusterfuck. Because everybody can't hang with everybody. As much as I want to talk to more Black content creators, it's a hard street to go up of. You know why? Because I don't know where they sit politically. I can say one wrong thing, and then it might blow up in my face. And, even though we had many conversations and talk to each other, things happen. But the one thing I can tell you to do is collaborating with people, getting to know people in that kind of format, and then actually talking to them every single day, and then becoming friends. And that's how you all can grow together.
That's actually in relation. That's really why I don't talk in a lot of people's streams. It's just that it's not that I don't want to. It is just I don't know how people will take to my fuckery, and I don't want to, make it an awkward situation. Because I know I don't care. I know said person who's streaming at the time, I know they know who I am, but everybody else probably doesn't. That and plus, to be honest, believe it or not, I really just don't like attention like that. Honestly, because it's like I don't. I really don't. Like I do what I do, and a lot of people, who actually know, how can I say this? Well beyond Dark Riddler, the content creator, the social media presence. I'll just say it like that. No, I'm not like that. I don't care for that kind of stuff. It's just I'm there for that person. It's just that simple.
Mm-hmm. That's to say, like me, y'all become famous. Oh no! But what I do want to do is build a decent sized community to where we can talk about strategy games, talk about RPGs, whatever that we know. Just have a conversation about those kind of things and have fun while doing it. A lot of people up here they want to get famous in a short amount of time because famous. You want to get famous, it can don't get it to it. It can happen. You can get famous off one video. You can get famous off whatever you say. That should no, Robert. To answer the question, no. For those of y'all that don't know, I'm not. This is a one time only thing on Twitch. For people again, will I ever be becoming fully back to Twitch? No. The site is done for me. If you ever see me co-streaming on it, that's just because I'm trying to still inform people that hey, Twitch is not my main platform anymore. I'm going on to better places, and so that's where I'm sitting. That's where I sit at because I don't see myself being abused. I'm not being abused by a platform anymore. Y'all can get abused, but I'm barely on here. Let me tell y'all something. I'm only on here for a certain amount of friends. Literally, less than 10 friends. I'm only on here for. If they're not on, I'm not on this platform. I'm gonna be dead honest. I'd rather watch you like Retro. Retro's been playing Red Dead Redemption on YouTube. I'm watching him stream on YouTube. I'd rather watch you somewhere else than on Twitch. That's just where I stand at. Y'all can support whatever content creator y'all want to support on Twitch. That's perfectly fine. But for me, that's not me. I'm looking for growth. I'm looking for doing better. I'm looking to, that's the thing I want to say is that people, again, when they're learning back how to YouTube and stuff. I even taught Riddler some things when he's now doing YouTube and stuff. I gave him some advice. It's that the difference between both sites on Twitch and YouTube is that YouTube, again, people make that excuse. Well, it's a lot more work and it's harder. Well, of course, because there's a reason why YouTube there's a reason why, if y'all don't know this, why they have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch numbers. There's a reason for that. You want to know why that reason is? Because they want to make sure that they're not wasting resources on your ass. That's the main reason. They're making sure that you're really into this, that you really want to grow, that you really want to do things. Because everyone who I talk to and listen to and stuff, they all say the same thing. YouTube is where you can build a brand. Twitch, you can't do that. You can't build a brand unless you got partnered or got big somehow, and they complain about some type of political bullshit that's going on or some type of race BS that's going on. You're not going to go anywhere, and that's a sad truth. That is a sad truth. You're not like and what I'm gonna call you out too, Mister. But I'm gonna call you out. I'm not gonna call you out on the street. No, I'm not gonna call you out on the street. I'm not gonna do that. But you get what I mean, though. It's that you have people that don't want to see you become successful, but they want to sit there and watch you do the same thing every single day. Because at the end of the day, they don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck until you start going places. That's where I'm at. They don't care until you start getting where you need to get to, and that's why I appreciate my close friends who's been supporting me, and I try to be there for them as much as I can. Because my own personal policy is that if you support me 100, I'm gonna try my best to support you 150%. I'm in chat every time. I'm in chat in your streams, but guess what though? I can remember what happens and what you do. I can see your potential because. I just recently said myself, I'm not wasting my time on people that just don't want to better themselves. I want to see myself in a better light. I've been losing lots of weight lately. I want to get myself back in order, get myself back in shape, and there are certain my friends that encourage me to get that going. You know, I have, I at least can say that I have a support system that's been backing me up. I have my family members who always ask me every single day, like, "Hey, Sean, how's your streaming going? You got any more merch up?" My father just asked me today, "Son, do you still make merchandise? What do you have at the site and stuff?" I tell him, "Yeah." He always wants to buy some new merch, whatever I have. Support can happen. You just got to sit there and quit making excuses. Because I don't like people that make excuses. Because I don't like hypocrites. I don't like. There's two things that I majorly don't like, and that's hypocrites, and that's virtue signalers. I don't like that shit. I really don't. I hate it. And if you ever want to call me out for being a hypocrite, go ahead, and I'll correct myself. Go ahead, 100, and I'll say that right now. I'm the person. If I ever say something wrong, I want people to keep me accountable. But like I said, there are people out there, and before we close out here soon, I just want to say this: for the people that's been with me through and through, I appreciate you 100%. Thank you for supporting my growth. Thank you for supporting Riddler's growth where he's at. Because I'm proud of Riddler. He's getting projects done. He's gotten things. He's making moves. If you don't want to make any moves, then I can't waste my energy on you.
I'm gonna tell you like I tell everybody else. I'm just relaxing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm watching all of y'all.
Mm-hmm. Because and you have to. Like I said, if you want to see somebody's growth, you sit there and you support them and you go for it. Quit with the bullshit. If you don't want to support me, don't even come around me. If you don't want to, y'all know exactly what I mean by that. Don't come around me because I don't like that hypocrite shit. I don't like that fake support. I see a lot. Even today, I see a lot of people come around to me right now that be watching me on the Twitch side right now. But when I'm on YouTube, though, where y'all be at? That you see what I'm saying? Where y'all be at? And don't make the. Go ahead.
Disbearity. Let me.
Go ahead.
Let me get some final thoughts.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
All right, y'all. Be 100% real here. Past 2 years, I done witnessed a lot of people come and go. A lot of y'all come and go. I've seen a lot of people say they was gonna do things, ended up not doing it. I've seen people who have literally, I would have never thought, would actually do what they said they was gonna do. They've actually done it. So, if you ever would notice the kind of people I support, and you wonder why I support them, even if they ain't liked, I ain't talking about random drama on Twitter and all that. I don't care about that. I really don't. We all then got in some arguments and shit. I don't care about that. 9 times out of 10, it's probably because they probably said something that in regards to progress and they actually went through with it. Some of them still are doing that. I don't tell them that often because you ever heard the old saying, if you tell somebody a good thing, they might fall off because they feel they didn't got too comfortable. That's why.
Like that.
Like, for real. So always keep that in mind. Just because I don't talk in y'all streams, I don't talk in people's streams and stuff like that because I don't like the attention. I'm there for the person I'm there for. I mean, I might speak, but that's about it. I don't want to talk about what goes on in my channel. I'm there for you.
For you. That's how I am. You might ask Disbearity, how are you doing? I'm like, but bro, this is your time. This is your stream right now. I appreciate you asking me. Unless you're trying to give a detailed shout out, that's perfectly fine. But we're there for you. That's what support's all about. And to answer your question, War Dog, let me tell you something, bro. And I'll be straight up honest with you. That's just that's called an excuse, War Dog. And I'm gonna be real with you. What in this day of social media, let me tell you how many notifications I get on my phone. I get Twitter notifications. I get retro lags notifications. I get dark Riddlers. Now, do I have them on silent? Yeah, or vibrate? I do, but I get them. I have notifications when Samus J goes online. I get notifications through Discord, through whatever app that's there. It's all about making. You gotta quit the excuses. Let me tell y'all. Now, don't get me wrong though. Don't get me wrong. YouTube doesn't send out notifications like that. Maybe about 3%. From what I read about it, about 6 to 10% of notifications go out to people from YouTube. That's what I read. So if you have like, let's say like 1,000 subscribers, YouTube's only going to send about 6 to 10% of them.
That is true. That
I will give you that. Yeah. But in this world of multimedia, there's no excuse. There is not. And don't get me wrong. Now, if you actively like have to do stuff in real life and get shit done in real life, that's understandable. But you can't keep making excuses.
Matter of fact, go ahead. Let me chime in on that. I'm gonna tell you how much is not an excuse. And I really think this person knows who they are. I'm not bringing up their name. Mm-hmm. It was one person, literally in my server right now. Wasn't even giving out that person was live. I was at work. You know, it got told to me. First thing I did that Monday morning, came in about almost 8 o'clock in the morning. You better believe I rectified that. Mm-hmm. Because it was showing it was live, but I know how that system works. Yeah. And I know it's supposed to pop up, and you don't even have to look over to the side to see that somebody's live. It's going to come up in its own channel, who live, who putting out content, etc., etc. I have that set that way. So, of course, if it's not coming out, I don't give a damn if it's for one damn person. I don't care if it takes me 2 or 3 hours. I'm going to fix it. I'm going to find if I can. That's why I can understand Disparity's comment about excuses. Y'all got way too many excuses, bro. Way too many. Too many.
Let me repeat what I said. I think a lot of people have said an ad came through. What I said was I was directing this towards you, Wardog, to answer your question here. I said in the world of multimedia, just because like you can't be making excuses. Because I don't like when people make excuses. If you want to support somebody and support their dreams and support things that needs to happen, then you try your best to get things done. Because you don't know, maybe in the future they might want it. People will treat you right. You treat them right, people will treat you right 100% of the time.
That part.
But
let me say this. Hold on. I'll give you that. But it's some people who just won't in general, even after all you do. That those people, stay away from.
Yeah, and so, we live. There you have Discord, you have YouTube, you have this, that, and the third. You have places where people can, where you can watch it like they're, where you can just support them or watch them. So now I will say this: I just said this during the ad that yes, if you have like 1,000 people, 1,000 subscribers, YouTube will only send out 6 to 10% of those subscribers. I have my phone notifications on. I usually get notifications for Riddler, LG, Samus J, Mr. Works for Tips, even my boy Tips. He don't stream a lot like that, and I get notifications for him, So it's all about learning where to get, because multiple people or multiple content creators, it's crazy. People would rather sit there and support people that don't really give a damn about them, but to the people that do care, you brush them away. That's silly to me. That really is silly to me. And don't worry, and trust, we all got to get better at doing what we got to do. Because don't get me wrong. I know that understand we have real life. Trust me, but we can throw that excuse out of the window.
Let me put it like this, bro. It's bad when I can easily sit there, even when I work the way I do on the weekend, when most people technically are home. I can actually sit there and tell you every single person thing that they fucking streamed or they did stream. Even if they only streamed once every 2 months, 2 weeks, I guarantee you I can tell you the last thing they streamed. I can prove that.
And bro, and trust me, for me, and like for my instance, I only stream for like 3 days out of the week. So, and let me tell you something. Even here's another thing, by the way, and this is why I'm gonna catch a lot of people. When you schedule a stream on YouTube, there's a button down there that says set a reminder. You know what happens when that reminder happens? They'll send it to you on your phone. They'll send it to you on your desktop. They'll send it to you wherever you can possible, wherever you have it connected to. That's why people tell you to say, hey, it's on your notifications, turn your notifications from personal to all. That means you get every notification that person will send out. And YouTube will do that. Or whatever platform that has a notification. Now, it's up to you to respond to that notification. Now, like I said, real life, it happens. But I don't like that excuse anymore because, you know why? Like I said, if my boy Samus J, he always streams at like, what? Let me tell you something. This man streams at 7 p.m. my time, 8 o'clock his. You know, I go into his streams. You know, let's say example, when we were doing our podcast the other day, Jay was streaming. I was sitting there in his podcast, chilling. I was paying half and half attention to, but I was there talking to him. I was there spreading out commands for him. I was doing what I need to do. You know, my friend Fry was streaming. Fry64, cool dude. He was playing whatever he was playing. I think he was playing either Splatoon or Smash. You know, do the same thing. It's not hard. It's only hard if you make it out to be hard. You know, you got to quit the excuses because if you keep making excuses your entire life, you're not going to get anywhere. You're not. And this is something I had to personally learn myself. You know, I can't keep making excuses on the things I need to work on in life. You know, I can't sit there and not do anything. Because there are people out there that won't do anything in their life. You know, this making excuses, procrastinating. There's things that, you know, you just can't. You know, excuses again. You make too many excuses for not streaming. Well, you got to break out of that. You know what one advice that really gave me, and I stuck to it. Retro. Let me tell you something. Make a schedule. All right. Make a schedule. It's like find 1 or 2 days that you want to stream, man, and go for it. Whether for an hour or 2 hours, whatever, do it. All right. Literally. And after he told me that, because I used to always be like, man, when did I tell you that? Really, I used to be like, man, I used
that
to
was some months ago, man.
Yeah, I used to do so. Yeah, I used to do so much work that I barely had time to do anything. They really told me that brought me into like small depression. Really told me like disparity, bro. What I need you to do is just create a schedule, work on that schedule, and go for it. And you know what? I did that. Like I say, Mondays and Tuesdays I do my recording. Wednesdays I edit my videos. Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays. If I don't have to, I can sit down, you know, do my housework or whatever, do my job work or whatever. Chill out, watch people stream. If I want to, you know, like so I might not chat a lot, but hey, I can at least tell you what you did that stream. How was your stream? I can at least tell you, you know, things. You know, again, Retro was last playing some Red Dead Redemption. Riddler last night was playing. As late as he was playing. He started Elden Ring last night, trying to beat that tree sentinel. You know, the guy said was Jay playing.
He was really there. If he knew that, yeah, he was really there.
You know,
because that's pretty much all I did.
But yeah, I mean, it's school full time for now, and you know, and like I said though, Wardog, that's perfectly fine. That's like I said, you're doing actual things for school and stuff. That's perfectly fine. I'm not harping on that. What I am harping on is that a lot of people, once again, when they want to see people succeed, they stick to this one major platform. Like, a lot of people know that I don't stream on Twitch anymore, but I had people give me. A lot of people. They know this already. They really know this already. I don't like this platform because I don't like being a platform. If YouTube did the same thing, by the way, I wouldn't like being on YouTube either. You know, so don't get it twisted.
Yeah. I just don't want people thinking just because I don't talk in their streams that I don't support them. No, if I didn't support it, I wouldn't even try to be there.
Yeah.
If I didn't support what you did, I wouldn't probably not to say. I probably wouldn't tell you I want to have a conversation with you. If I didn't care, I'm telling you right now, I wouldn't be able to tell you what last game you played or say anything to you about it.
And to add on to that, yes, I tell people all the time, my main platform is YouTube. If y'all want to, like, another thing that, let me tell y'all, what I always ask for, and this is for basically for even basic engagement. I'm a person that always strives to be better. If you really watch my content, I want you to tell me like what happened in that video. Like example, LG. He recently made a new mixtape. I commented about what his beats are like, and I like his beats. And what I tell people is this: if you really liked what you saw in the video, let me know. Comment it. If you can't comment it, then that's okay. Like, that's how you know when people actually care about your content, about your work. And it's like, because a lot of YouTubers or a lot of people, especially myself, if we don't get that kind of criticizement, or at least let us know, Actually, no. Let me give you a better example. I have a person here who's actually from JStream, and he supports me and Save As J. By the way, he recently subscribed to me on Patreon. By the way, keep that in mind. Y'all want to ever support me? Patreon. Keep that in mind. But no, he recently subscribed to me on Patreon, and he's been more active on my videos more than anybody else I've ever noticed. He's been commenting on there. He's been going back to my older videos. He's been commenting. He just commented on my videos today, and I'm like, damn. This man who just recently found my stream is putting more effort than the people I know, and trust me, I get it. Like, I really do. I get it.
I hate to say this, but that's really how I feel about my Pornhub content.
Mm-hmm.
If you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's kind of ridiculous that my whole time being on there, my views and everything else outweigh my stuff on Twitch.
Yeah.
In that same amount of time, mind you. We ain't gonna talk about YouTube because I just really, really got into it. But on Twitch, yeah. It blows it up by a long shot. For real. That's bad. That's horrible. That's why I didn't blame you when you said I should just focus on NSFW content. Dead serious. That's bad.
Because, like, it's insane to me because, let me tell you something. Riddler has, and this is from my personal experience here, from what I've been witnessing and observing, he has so many people that support him, talk to him on Twitter, but they never want to come through to his actual content. That's insane. You see how insane that shit is to me? That's insane. This is from an outside observer. I'm there. You guys, I'm there. I might not, like, I lurk a lot in the Riddler streams or our chat. You guys, I'm there his streams for the most part every single night for the most part. I can tell you what he's done, I can tell you what he's not done. I can tell you things. But the amount of people that, like, I see his regulars, but then there are so many people out there that will say, well, I want a character for his IWA series. They want a character, but they don't want to be there to witness the action. They don't want to ever see that.
I actually, when that happened, I actually had a conversation with somebody about that. Because I was pretty hot that day.
Because if it really feels me, I would delete every single one of the characters until you say, "Hey, you want a character? Guess what? Watch.
That's not on all of them though. That's unfair. Now I'm being wrong because that's being unfair to everybody else. You know what I mean? Yeah. Who are actually grateful for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. I get you though, 100. But see, let's say you blocked porn over your computer, you create a random password, I can unblock it. I mean, hey, sometimes you gotta do it because you're married and you got a wifey. You don't want wifey gets you. I feel it though.
That's horrible, I feel it, bro.
I feel it. Also, Patch Grader. But yeah, like, and this is what we're getting at here. It's just, at the end of the day, y'all, it's just not hard to sit down and really support people. It's not hard at all. Like, if y'all want to see people succeed, show them that you want them to succeed. Quit supporting these dog ass streamers out there. Let me tell you something. I actually even made a post about this, by the way, too. I said, what turns me off from people's channels and stuff is that if you don't have if you're on Twitch and all you have is a donation button, if you're on YouTube, you don't have your shit organized, even a banner.
That's laughable.
Or even decent thumbnails or something like that. That's a turn off for me. Like, for real. Because it shows me that you're not really caring about what you're doing. So it's like, why should I waste my time or even eventually money on someone that's not going to put the effort into your work, and into what you want to do. And so, if you want to see people succeed, you support them no matter what means. Sometimes people they want to open up new chapters in their lives, especially when it comes to content creation. They want to have new adventures, new chapters. You got to show them that. If you don't let's say this. I don't like Dead by Daylight any much, but hey, I would watch somebody play Dead by Daylight, and maybe comment on their Dead by Daylight videos. Or, a lot of people don't know that I like strategy games. Well, if you want to show the effort, be like, hey, Disbearity, I might not like strategy games, but I do want to learn a little bit about what's going on here.
Disbearity, I'm gonna be Riddler for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
All I'm gonna tell people is, look at that roster. That's all I'm gonna say.
Mm-hmm. And does a little. I agree with Rich. A little does go a long way, because eventually you don't know what happens to this person at the day. Because this person
coming from somebody who old school and believe in that, I strongly believe in the little stuff matters before the big shit. I will take easily any day of the week. I will take a hey, how you doing over any gift on this planet you could give to me.
Yeah.
Any. But that's me. I can't speak for everybody else.
Saying, even popping by saying a hi, a hello, how's it going, how you doing, no matter where they are, means a lot. You don't have to give out money to show support. That don't matter. That don't mean shit. Just showing an ounce of caring, and that's all that matters at the end of the day.
That part.
And a lot of people,
I got me.
A lot of people, they rather see. And what's weird to me is that they rather see watch these content creators, big content, or they rather watch and support these big content creators out there that they don't give a fuck about you. They don't even know if I'm a pot to piss in, but y'all want to sit there and you woo this person here, this, that, and the other.
That part, Volty, right there. That part. That exact part right there.
Yeah, and I agree 100%. Well, I agree 100%. But y'all know exactly what it is. And so I'm gonna close out with what I'm gonna say here. At the end of the day, y'all, do what you guys got to do. Make the small successes a reality, and do what's best for you. Don't let anybody stop you from doing your dreams. Keep up with the people that want to keep up with you. Support them. The people that want to support you, and get things going, y'all. That's all I have to say.
I got my final thoughts too. First, retro fuck you. Second, Vulcan's the only one allowed to do that, and I'm okay with it. But seriously, y'all, end of the day, what you really want to do, in my opinion at least, when I close all of this, I'll close all of this down. I want to be able to sit there and say, hey, even if I ain't did that much, I did something. I reached out to somebody, I heard from somebody, I got something done, etc., etc. The last thing you ever want to do, and this is also another old school saying, I think it still applies to this day, I'm not sure. I had to ask Filthy Book about that. She would have knowledge on that more than me. But the last thing you ever want to do is go to sleep upset, bothered, and all of that. Last thing you want to do. That is not good. Like, for real. Last thing you want to do. That, and once I really told myself that, and I had to remind myself, because sometimes even when I ain't got nobody to put a foot up my ass and say something to me, I be having to tell myself that kind of stuff. I be having to remember who I am sometimes. I really do. But it's certain people that I sit there, Disbearity one of them, who make me generally just feel like they listen. They understand. Ataki especially. Ataki especially. Because I will tell you this. I said one thing to Ataki. That man came and found me, I guarantee you, probably not even a week later. Like, hey, look here. I'm starting to do this. I'm starting to do this. I'm starting to do this. I just wanted to let you know that. I said, okay. Go ahead. Do your thing, man. I sit there and read what a lot of people gonna do. They say they're gonna do a lot of things. Okay. I don't say nothing. I don't engage in it. That's another thing. That's another reason why I think a lot of people think I don't pay attention to them, because I don't engage in a lot of their stuff. It's not that I don't engage. It's just some things even I know not to say anything in, because some people might just be venting. That's just how it is. But if I know I see it and I see it like another day, and you like, well, I'm trying to do this, that, and the other, well, I done did this, this, and this. Okay, fine. I'll say something about that now, because that's something I can speak on and I can, congratulate you on, et cetera, et cetera. And like I told one person the other day, there's a strong difference in between giving unsolicited advice and showing concern. I will die on that mountain on that. Because not everybody wants to listen to advice.
Yeah.
And I feel like if more people did that, you would really, really see who generally cares and generally doesn't care. I'm going to tell you like this. I learned this years ago. Money ain't everything, y'all. We all need it. We know that, but it ain't everything.
Let me tell y'all. During the life of consecration, you're gonna meet a lot of people who's gonna be there for you, but they're only gonna be there for you until they get whatever they get out of you, and they're gonna throw you away. Trust me, from my 8 years of experience, I met so many people who I became friends with. Once they got out of the support they got out of me or whatever, they don't know you anymore. They'll unfriend you, they'll block you, they'll do whatever they got to do to get away from you, because they already got what they got from you. And that's the thing. That's a journey that you have to go on to. It takes time for you to quit talking to those folks, getting learning from experience. Every person that does that, you get more experience on who to avoid and who not talk to. That's why I'm doing my own thing, trying to isolate myself. Like I said, I only watch and support about 10 people. I can count. I see if I would tell you, but I ain't gonna do that. I got 10 people though who
No,
I count,
don't
who I support. Yeah. Oh yeah. Of course. Yeah. Of course. Because that's all the time I have. I want to see them, because I want to see those people. I want to see them succeed. I want to see them go further in what they want and what they're doing. That's the kind of person I am. I'm better at encouraging people than encouraging myself, and so that's what I want to see. That's why I want to see. I want people. The only way that people are going to grow or do better is going forward, not backwards. Some people want to do that crap. That crab in the bucket mentality. If they're not growing, they don't want you to grow, and I'm not for that.
Now, let me chime off of that. Now, I will admit, as far as I go, a lot of my actions are me. I take that. That's cool. I'll take that burden, even though I've had several people say I shouldn't be taking on all these burdens. But I take those burdens and I'll deal with that. I'll work through the whole trying to get people to see who I actually am, et cetera, et cetera. That's if they want to. But what I will not deal with is the pointless assuming of things that I don't even know about. Like, if I was to show somebody the kind of DMs and messages I get on the kind of assumptions that people come up with, bruh, I don't even respond to them. Like, They that bad. Like it's like one older cat said one day. He was like, bro, if you with the stuff you comment on, I hate to see the kind of messages that you don't comment on. You know, I told him straight up, they that bad. Like for real.
Now, are you good, brother?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm always good.
So I appreciate everybody for me. I want to say me and Riddler, we both appreciate everybody for coming out and listening to this conversation. Honestly, do appreciate it. I hope that y'all really like take into consideration what we said and like really think what y'all are trying to do here. As you guys know, once again, this is probably like a once in a lifetime thing. I don't like streaming on Twitch, but if you guys want to, that's up to you guys. That's what y'all want to do. If y'all ever want to support me and my content, my work, y'all know where to find me. I'm on TikTok. I know some of y'all don't like TikTok, but I'm on TikTok. I'm definitely YouTube's my main platform. So y'all just want to catch me on YouTube, you can catch me on there. YouTube.com/Disbearity. I stream over there all the time. I post videos. My videos are always. I have videos posted all throughout the week, every Monday through Friday, or really Monday through Sunday. All videos are posted between 5 and 7 p.m. I actually live stream for about 2 to 3 hours a day, even sometimes 4 at about 7 p.m. So that's what you guys want to catch. Very much appreciate. I do lots of stuff because you know why? That's what makes me happy. That's what makes me happy, and makes me feel more free. Y'all know Dark Riddler. I know y'all definitely know who Riddler is. Riddler makes content on Pornhub. He makes content on Twitch.
Why am I laughing at that? I don't know why I'm laughing at that. I should not be laughing at that though. It's just I don't know. Every time somebody says it though, I just can't help but laugh. I shouldn't be laughing at it because it's true, but it's just funny when somebody actually actually says it. Like it gives me butterflies, y'all, when somebody actually admits that I do that. I'm sorry.
You know why? Because people up here say, "Ew, Pornhub." They get all weird and shit. Just Pornhub. Like y'all sit here supporting these OnlyFans girls and men or whatever, but it's so hard to say Pornhub though.
That actually is true. I will admit that. That's actually true. I will admit that.
So.
But for real though, hey, the Backlash pay-per-view is gonna be up. The only reason why I haven't posted the results is because I wanted to post the video first. Dead serious. I already know who won everything. I already know. Ain't no, you're not gonna know till the video's up. Nope. I will give one hint. One person, one of y'all made a comeback and won. I will say that. That's all you get. That's all you get.
So make sure to hit up Dark Riddler, y'all. I threw out a shout out link over there, so give him a follow on Twitter. If you ever want to have a talk like this with anybody, come at us. We're guarantee you we're always free. My portion of this video will be uploaded on YouTube, so you guys don't want to catch it. Of course, and really he has his YouTube channel as well. Again, you can catch him on Pornhub, catch him on YouTube.
You really ain't gonna let that
on
go
Twitch.
by you.
Yeah. So, but thank y'all. Y'all have a good night. Peace out. Much love. We'll see y'all next time, y'all.